Hi, I'm Jasmine, and my partner is Carmen, and our socialist project is about women in the industrial age.
The Industrial Revolution changed families and the way women worked and lived. Women who stayed in the countryside had very few options. They could try to go into service work as a servant for someone with money, or they could work on farms.
Women didn't have any rights at all. They were mostly controlled by men. Women couldn't vote. If they were poor, they had to work. If women didn't do their proper work, they would get brutally beaten. In cottages, mostly everything was done at home, so women and men worked together. In the mid-1850s, there was a large industrial growth in England. As you can see on the map, London has the biggest population of 2,400,000. Birmingham, Leeds, Liverpool, Manchester all have 400,000. And Bristol and Bradford have 100,000.
The most common was the exposed coalfields and the industrial areas. The population of England tripled in 150 years.
1845 census. The total population was 223,054.
People living in cellars, 40,000.
People living in crowded apartments, 60,000.
Members of the working class, 160,000.
Death rate per 1,000, 35.
Newborn changes of reaching in the age of 5, working class 1 and 2, upper class 4 and 5.
Average age of death, 22.
Numbers of toilets in the Irish sections, 2 to 250 people. The Irish potato famine started in 1840 to 1851. After the introduction into Europe from New World, potatoes quickly became a staple food. Irish peasants grew and ate potatoes. Wealthy landlords, usually English, often grew grains and other cash crops for shipment in England and Europe. Families were losing their land because they couldn't pay their rent, or they had to sell their properties to buy food. In 1845, the Irish potato crop suffered a blent disease that rotted the potatoes. Millions of Irish were suffering from severe hunger because of the loss of their food. Many Irish had to leave their homeland to work in the industry cities of Britain. Population on the move. The population of Britain increased dramatically in the industrial. Most people moved from the countryside to cities. Many other immigrated to overseas colonies such as Canada. The colonies seemed to offer an escape poverty. During the 1800s, the English government, social reformers, churches, and other groups began to gather information about sociality. Numerical data was collected on the number of living, being born, dying, or working, even on number of toilets available.